How much money can Diddy pay you, man, to sign up to his thing right now?
Come on,
Diddy,
forget that, bro. Unfortunately,
But
it's about integrity, and everybody's got a price for their integrity. Now that we know what's going on with a lot of this stuff, no one's selling their integrity like that.
No, you understand? See the question there, though.
True.
Because we're talking about the power of money.
Yeah,
but we got a power within us as well, innately as men.
Depends how you define life.
I for you, Diddy, brother.
Well, no, you know, I'm just no. Do you know why? I'm not. I don't know about what goes on in Diddy's house.
I'm just saying from now, no Diddy.
No. I don't know what goes on in. Well, listen. Okay. I'm on the camera, so I'm saying I don't know what he does. However, because of the allegations and them things, it's not an environment I would want to be around. You understand? So there's a time that kind of affects a way someone can do business. So now, if the things I'm hearing, man. I'm not
bro, when I saw that video of man stamping on that gal.
Oh, Cassie, yeah, exactly.
Listen, that's enough, man. I don't even care about the rest of it.
Exactly.
More time.
So that's...
No, hear what I'm trying to say. It's not about I don't care about the rest of it. I'm saying that's enough for me to be like,
before
you're
you
a
even
dickhead,
start
mate.
Considering the
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no,
treating gal like that.
But hold up.
I don't care, bro.
But hold up.
Nah, you don't stamp down on gal like
But hold
that.
up. Okay, yes.
But we know what kind of guy he is.
We can
like,
change
he's always
that.
been.
Hold up.
Cassie was his accomplice. That's all I'm saying.
Get what you guys are saying. Hold up.
There wasn't what you saw was too. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I get what you guys are saying. Hold up.
Yeah.
Let's not go past this point. I get what you guys are saying, right? But my point is, like, I get what Diddy done and whatever, and if it was real or whatever the case is, obviously, like, I don't think most men on the planet, like, don't support that shit, right? But I'm saying, at what point do we hold a woman accountable?
I was gonna say the same thing.
What, like
accountable for what?
The girls that Diddy turned out.
No, I'm just trying to clarify
did it
what
with Cassie as well. They were doing stuff together. Like, she also, remember, she was with Ryan Leslie before Diddy, and he was a big man as well, and she left him for the money of Diddy and that life. She knew kind of what she was getting into. So
okay, and this goes back to the question, yeah, because remember, I'm gonna apply one more thing to something that we're forgetting here. Yeah, when do we no longer recognize somebody as a child, as a young person? You hear what I'm saying on this? Yeah, because that gal is, remember, a lot younger than Diddy. I have my own opinion around that. Personally, for me, I would never even look like that at a much younger gal. I can't do it.
See, she was with Ryan Leslie before Diddy.
How old was she?
I ain't judging anybody else. But the point of the matter, what I'm trying to say, he's much older than her, man.
Wait,
no, Ryan Leslie was
always the same age.
He was with him before.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say, but hear what I'm saying is, like you said, power and whatnot. Like, what was the question he asked? Like, would you sign with Diddy? Yeah. Now think about back then as well. Like, she might have heard certain things about Diddy, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. The point of the matter is anybody would want to sign with Diddy at that point.
Unless you got protection. Where's your parents at? So
for real. I agree.
Your parents protect
I agree.
you. When you're adult, then your parents don't protect you. It's just that simple.
But it comes back to what I said in the first place earlier. There's so many parents that don't give a shit about their children like that. They'll sell their kids out.
So
that's on them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just people, innit? Like, it's fucked up. Yo.
So Cassie was 19 when she started linking Diddy.
Like,
so she was linking Ryan Leslie at how old then?
No, but hear what I'm trying to say.
Do you see what I'm saying?
So when she got
legally 19, hold on. Legally, 19-year-old is an adult. Yeah. Now.
Where's the parents?
When I was closer to that age, yeah, like I probably like had a very different point of view of a 19-year-old. You see now, like I'm almost 40. Like when I work with 19-year-olds. Certain times I teach them, like in university, and when I'm around these immature, these immature fucking children. They're not. They try to act mature different times, but they're not mature, man. They're not ready for that life.
Can make
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
so
they're not ready for that life yet, bro.
When it's
scientifically, biologically,
don't develop until
okay. Watch this.
Like,
listen.
People are taking advantage of that. That's what I'm trying to say.
But it's for the states. So the states.
So my question is,
hold up. Let me kill this. Listen, I mess with science and I mess with stats and facts and all of that. Right? But you see what I'm saying about accountability. You just argued why she shouldn't take accountability, or why women in certain positions shouldn't take accountability.
No, I'm not saying why she shouldn't take accountability. I'm saying that is she really?
What I'm saying,
how is it fair for us to put that on them?
What I'm saying
as
is
young
this.
people.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, and you said something about brain not mentally developed until 25. But you know what's mad about this? You know how many guys she's probably turned down that's around her age, making a little bit of something of themselves, and went for somebody else. So she clearly had the mental, cognitive to make that decision. So what are we talking about, bro?
Brother, that's, what's happening? Hold on, bro. What's happening with Cassie? That situation is not unique. Listen, hear what I'm trying to say.
I'm not just saying Cassie. Listen, I'm not just saying Cassie. I'm not just saying Cassie. I'm not just saying Cassie. Listen, I get it. I'm not just saying Cassie, but I'm just saying females in that position, right? You turn down other guys,
bro. That's a mistake. That's a young person's mistake. You turn down hundreds of other guys and choose the one that's not beneficial for you, and then you stay in there knowing it's not beneficial for you, and you keep on with it. You understand? As I said, at what level do we hold these people accountable? They know what they're doing. Like, when are we going to say what until you're 25? Hold on. The experience. Let me tell you something. Yeah, like the experience that she probably had. Yeah, and how much she's probably fucking scarred by that in particular. If she did go through all of those things that allegedly she did. Yeah, because obviously nobody knows unless you care. But what I'm saying is, if she allegedly she did, bro, she's already paid over. She's experienced fucking serious trauma. Do you know what I'm saying? From going through all of that shit. So what is she being held accountable for?
Bro, it's because
listen, she put herself in that situation, but hear what I'm saying. Like, no one goes into a fucking relationship here thinking that, you know, like, oh, I might be fucking abused.
Right.
Like,
I don't know.
How many stories have people heard?
Listen, into a lion's den expecting not to get eaten. Diddy is a motherfucking savage. He's a lion.
Yeah,
bro.
but clearly, but you know, listen, you know, it's
she
easy
was a
for
lamb.
people
If she's such an innocent lamb, why is the lamb walking in the lion's den?
No, I'm just seeing a young person who's just fallen into that.
Hold up. Let's just take it. Hold up, one sec. Let's just take it off Cassie. Hold up, guys, one sec. Let's just take it off Cassie. Let's just take it off Cassie. I'm talking young females making these decisions in general.
Yeah, okay. Can I speak to that? Yeah,
it doesn't generally have to be Cassie because
no. I'm kind of on the fence with this because I always think about this term statutory. Yeah, statutory. Yeah. So when
you can say grape, but
you can say that. Yeah, but when I say when you're talking about statutory, you're talking about status and somebody using their status to manipulate somebody else. Now, at times that's dealt with because of age. But the dynamic of power also kind of plays into that, surely in some kind of way, just philosophically. Like, I guess the court hasn't. I don't know the court putting that into fruition and making that something. But is that something on one side? But on the other hand as well, I personally, I look at the Diddy situation. Every
time you say his name, it just sounds mad.
It sounds mad, doesn't it? It sounds mad.
Why would you call yourself Diddy? You're Diddying people, bruv. What's wrong with you?
You know, one thing I've noticed actually, which is strange in society that we're doing. Yeah, we talk about accountability. Yeah, and we hear this a lot. Yeah, but what happens is, and you just kind of said it the same, where when someone goes through, and you talked about experiences as well, where if you go through an experience afterwards, you then look back at it and then you can correct it. And then what you've now just said is almost like the judgment of it. You can't be judged. And this is the same thing we're saying with Cassie because of being young, or there's a lack of responsibility potentially for it. But really, the judgment becomes at the beginning, not after what you've done, and you then look back at it and then it define. Before you make the judgment, it defines the person you are before you make a judgment. So when you're talking about the young girls and even us as guys, everybody, before you do the thing, you're judged on who you are at
when
the
you
beginning.
Walked into that room.
Yeah, not because of it went wrong afterwards and then, it didn't turn out the way you wanted it. Then all of a sudden, well, you can say, oh, you know what? Well, this wasn't me. No, The person you are at the beginning is the maker of those choices. That is who you are, not the person at the end. Now that's gone wrong, and then you can now say, "Oh well, I don't want to be judged for my decisions because it went wrong." No, you are judged. That's why it went wrong, because of your thinking exactly beforehand. And what we've done in society now is we're now freeing people of that judgment at the beginning of their actual character that got them into the situation, to now look at it afterwards and now look at their intention. The intention of what happens. Okay, you didn't want it to go wrong. Did it go wrong? Yes. Okay, so the person you are is not what you intended, but what you actually did. Do you know what I mean? And we're not judging the right thing now. We're judging people on their intention, which is everybody would want the right outcome. Everybody would want it to be good, but that's not the case. What you did is what the measure of you and what you're accountable for at the beginning. But this is why, can I
add in there?
Go for it?
Because I swear down, that must be part of the programming. Every time a man's having a discussion with a girl, one thing they always say is, "But that wasn't my intention, though. It wasn't your intention to be rude, to ignore that person, to air that call for like a week. It wasn't your intention to do what?" But I always tell him the intention didn't matter. It was your action.
And how mindful he was about what
exactly.
He did. I hear that. And
that's an immaturity though, man. Like I don't know. Like
it's a blind spot in it.
So like I said before, where everyone seems to get the same programming. That's now part of the programming.
It's who you are. So it doesn't matter because we're all on a journey. You could be at 35, but you're gonna be judged for what you are at that time.
Here's an example.
For what you're gonna grow to be.
What I was saying about
how important is judgment?
What I was saying about
judgment defines what standards are and what is allowed in.
No, I'm saying like external judgment. I mean, the way you judge yourself is probably more important because it's in your own head. And
judgment defines where you're going to go in. So previously, we can't live alone. So you have to fit into society, not society fit you. So previously, society used to judge you to define whether you're going to be a part of it or not. And you had to do what you needed to do to be a part of it, or you'd get exiled. And that's still current in a lot of society. So you don't just get to do what you want. And this is part of the problem, this individualism, because doing what you want to do doesn't necessarily fit you in with everybody else.
Exactly.
And by the time now you've done everything you want to do, maybe you can't fit in with everybody else. And this is something that people don't realize. Face tattoos.
It's not really.
No, what I was saying though, quickly, just to finish,
real
sorry. What I was just saying, is that with the concept of the Diddy thing, I was only saying that me personally, how I look at it as a man, I have to make sure that I don't allow myself, it's because it's in line with what you're saying, I don't allow myself to fall victim and conduct myself how it seems that he's done through the footage and the rumours, and I feel like that could possibly apply to the other side as well, to Cassie. Is there a way that she has made decisions and she's allowed her? I mean, I don't want to be.
She can walk away from the whole thing. She didn't have to get involved.
I don't want to sound like I'm victim blaming. Do you know what I'm saying? But as a man, I believe that Diddy is also a victim. He's allowed himself to become a weak man and make bad decisions and take it out on the people around him. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it's more complex than the easy way that people just look at things. This is the victim. This is the dad.
There are some situations within victimhood where depending on the actions are completely preventable, and we have to look at that as well, because as soon as
it's a hard conversation to have though.
And this is one thing.
There are some people that
in society what we've had
trapped.
We don't look at what feeds into things, because there is a chain of events that lead to whatever occurs, and there's a certain culpability to the chain, because once you understand there's a chain of events, and this is the issue that we have here, is once it's a chain of events, once you get on at A, you go to Z automatically. That's because it's a chain of events, isn't it? So there's a lot of times what we want to do is break the chain and say, no, it's not a chain of events. I just wanted to get on at point A. I didn't intend to get to this point. Where that's not possible. It goes straight there. And it's the same. This is why I have an issue with sex right now, because sex makes babies, isn't it? But people don't want to necessarily accept that. They're just like, I just want to have a good time. I don't want to have a baby out of it. But unfortunately, there's a straight line between what you're doing wedding and a baby, cuz.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, what we don't accept is sometimes as soon as you make decision A, you go to point B, and you have to be culpable for making point A. The moment you're in B, it's because you made A.
Yeah.
And that's the reason. And because you made A, we're judging you on that because you know A goes to B. So don't act like you're in B by accident because you made A. And this is what we're not doing in society. We're acting like you go on A and automatically, oh, I got to B and I didn't even know how I got there, when you're in a chain of events, or you know there's a direct link between two actions. And this is what we're trying to break the chain between. And unfortunately, because we've actually done it, this is why people get to places and they don't know how they got there. Or we don't judge them on how they got there. Do you know what I mean? Because the how is just as important as the why.
It's how I know you've been in a dark room for a long time, my brother.
And you see a lot of this actually, and you see when a lot of this happens, guess where the escape is? They run to social media. Right? They run to social media now, they run to their regular groups, their regular live chats that they go into. You understand where I'm coming from? And now it's just, okay, attention and validation. Yeah. So they're now being validated by a small group of people that what you did is okay and that other person should be punished and casted out or whatever the case is. You understand where I'm coming from?
It's a dream within a dream, like Inception. That's what I say. It's like you're dreaming and you go into another dream to get what you want.
Yeah, this is why accountability I think is very much important.
It's mad. It's mad layers, isn't it?
Subscribe,